Hi, I'm Jim Knotts, President and CEO of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Welcome to today's virtual reading of the names. 2022 marks the 40th anniversary of the dedication of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. As part of our commemoration, we'll host an in-person reading of the names at the wall from November 7th through 10th, 2022, when all 58,281 names on the wall will be read aloud. In the lead up to that event, we'll be reading names each day online while sharing the photos of these heroes. For our daily virtual reading, the names of the service members will be read by month and day of death between the years 1956 and 1975 in alphabetical order for the given day. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. Know that our readers are doing their best to honor these service members. We hope you'll listen and watch each day and share with others as we remember and honor those who gave their lives during the Vietnam War.
James Terry Abbott, Edward Darrell Ackers, Renaud Jamens Amador, Richard C. Amato, Dennis Leon Anderson, Donald Gerald Bailey, Kenneth Bryant Beckman, Timothy Dale Barry, Edward Wayne Bethards, James Victor Bigtree, Francis Joseph Burchak, Jose Gotera Birco, Robert Dennis Black, Jr., Richard Vincent Blackburn, Grover Coleman Bowers, Jr., John Newton Brewer, John Cook Bruton, Ernest Odell Broom, Lee Raymond Bruce, Jr., Verlin Carl Bruns, Arthur Charles Buck, Thomas C. Bullard, William Robert Burnett, John D. Burns, Jr., Philip Edward Burrell, Monty Rex Busby, Larry Dwayne Buckarett, David John Bysted, Eugene Cabbage-Stock, Donald Joseph Callison, Emery Stephen Cannon, Arthur Kavanaugh, Richard David Chorlins, Danny Taylor Clark, Lee William Clore, William Francis Cone, Michael Dean Cribblar, Jerry Max Cunningham, Gerald Lee Daly, Michael Edward Darnell, John Paul Davis, Abram Earl Davis, Charles Keith Day, Clyde Leroy Dickinson, John David Eddy, David William Faulkner, Hugh James Farrell, Charles Milton Fitz, Richard Ellsworth Fuchs, Eddie Daniel Glennon, Johnny Howard Godfrey, Alan Ray Gray, Douglas Barton Green III, Irino Guevara, Charles George Haas, Patrick Lindsay Hall, Lawrence Clare Hammond, Edward Joseph Hamrick, Rocky Wade Hanna, Robert Allen Harrison, Larry Clarence Haylett, Dennis Harold Haynes, Marvin Head Jr., Antonio Hernandez Soto,
John Thomas Hines, Joseph Ernest Hipp, James Frederick Huggins, Thomas Franklin Irvin, Michael Ray James, William Frank Johnson, Ronald Wayne Jones, William E. Jordan III, Walter Martin Keene, Roy Benjamin Keith, Conrad Joseph Kufel, Larry Frank Kudwa, Val Lyndon LaFawn, Francis Lee Langley, Boyce Eugene Lawson, Anthony Leroy Lima, Roy Robert Lewis, William Bertram Libersky, Felix Manuel Lopez Augusto, Robert Love, James Richard Loy, Joe Macias, Richard Michael Mancini, Thomas Charles Mann, Leonard Hayes Mantooth Jr., James Delmas McAndrew, Robert Lynn McAllister, Noble Douglas McGahee, David Lee Meyer, Terry Lynn Meyer, Daryl Edwin Miller, Alan Randall Moore, David T. Moore, Larry Dale Myers, John Francis Olsnanek, Delbert Austin Olson, Gerald Martin Pena, Roger Dale Polly, William Robert Porter Jr., Edgar Russell Pulliam Jr., Paul Wayne Quick III, Michael Land Roberts, Willie James Robinson, Leo James Rose, Sandy Lee Ross, John Martin Rauscher, Richard Leonard Rushlow, Terrence Patrick Ryan, James William Salter, Jose Ramon Sandoval, Robert Peter Shana, Gary Don Shields, Gail Robert Seow, Harold J. Slingerland Jr., William Paul Smith, Marvin Bonnie Smith Jr., Leonard Harrison Sneed Jr., Levy Carlton Solomon, Richard Bruce Spence, G. Lyle Stetton, Philip Paul Stevens, Louis Lynn Stone, William Ellis Strackner, John Lee Strickland,
Swante August Swenson, Gary Wayne Tawney, Michael Dale Thomas, Donald Nellis Thorson, Matthew Winston Thornton, Francis Joseph Thorpe, Donald Boney Toth, Edward Michael Tishka, Robert Wayne Velling, Rex Allen Vogelpohl, John O'Neill Welsh Jr., Kenneth Harry Winden, Raymond Charles Wild, Kenneth Corney Williams, Eugene Melvin Williams, David Michael Williams, Edward J. Williams, Ernest Howard Wilson, Patrick Lee Wood, Lawrence D. Worthington, Alvy Clinton Wyatt.